Right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Just want to do a quick lesson. All right, going into how, folly is set in great dignity. All right. And pretty much you can see the spirit of, the average, Babylonian. Okay, here, in America. All right, the average Babylonian, all right, are pretty much, you can see, that they're in a docile, mindset. Okay, these people, they're fully, engulfed in, whatever, entertainment, that this world has to offer. Okay. And with them being, engulfed in that entertainment, okay, hey, these people are not, seeing Babylon the Great, America falling right before their eyes. All right. And it's like the only ones that can truly see it, all right, is the men of the Lord. Okay. All avenues point towards, Babylon the Great collapsing, these different prophecies coming to pass. Okay. And Yahweh Shema Shai has, these people, in a state of complacency. All right, because the Lord is getting ready to bring, a swift, and horrible judgment upon America. All right. And you also have, whistleblowers, people that, are doomsday prepping currently. All right. But, even those people, they can see that this place is about to collapse. All right. But they wasn't given the full, understanding of, prophecy. Okay. Which prophecy means to say before. All right. And the Lord, spoke unto his servants, the prophets, via the understanding of the scriptures. Now we understand what's written to come to pass. Okay. See, these doomsday preppers, they can see, the economy is through, they can link up, the different signs of a collapsing society, which America is showing and exemplifying all those signs of a collapsing society. All right. But they don't know what's going to happen after. All right. They're not counting on the nuclear missiles actually, being let off on this place. They're definitely, not thinking about, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, returning with the holy angels. That's why the scriptures say when Yahweh Shai, returns upon the earth, he's going to return to their astonishment. Okay. So I want to get a quick precept. I'm in transit right now. Bear with me. On my way to the plantation. All right. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 6. It says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. All right. I want to get the interlinear for the word folly. Bear with me real quick. Let me pull up the interlinear. Salakia. It's Ecclesiastes 10. All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and 6. The word for folly is H5529. All right, it means silliness. It says concertly and collectively, dolts, folly, dolts, silliness. All right, so silliness all right, is held to a high regard. It's set in great dignity. Okay. Let me get the interlinear for the word dignity. Okay. Height, elevation, an elevated place. So silliness, all right, is elevated in this society. Okay. And, you know, the platform that's propelling folly in the minds of the average Babylonian, all right, you know, is these different social media platforms, which, you know, Esau, Edom, the elites, they're controlling these different platforms, all right, because the elites want the masses of the majority of the people to be dumbed down. Okay. Now, us in the faith, all right, you know, hey, we have to combat, you know, the variouses of different distractions, which are ultimately, you know, spells. Okay, different spirits that's trying to pull you, you know, from seeing, you know, what's going on. Okay, and it's a battle because, you know, even on the biggest platform that Yahweh Shema Shai uses to push his word out, even YouTube, you know, is becoming more and more folly on there, more and more distractions. All right, and then, you know, more and more of the truth, you know, is being deleted. All right, so eventually the famine of the word is going to take place. All right, you know, so there's a great effort, there's a great, you know, fight. The fight is getting greater. Okay, to you know, be nourished by the word, you know, to you know, take heed, you know, to the admonishments that's going out. Okay, because Esau wants this place to be full with just folly. All right, and the elites are they know exactly what they're doing. All right, because they want these people to be in a state of confusion when Esau, Edom comes down with great wrath. All right, because, you know, no grown ass man should be fully immersed in folly, man. All right, life ain't no fucking game. All right, shit is about to get real, man. All right, and if you look at, you know, the times past, all right, you look at old photos, black and white photos. All right, you know, men were very austere. All right, you know, in times past, you can just go look up just old photos, even old black and white photos of Jake, so-called black people. You know, Jake wasn't on the shit that they on right now before gangs existed. All right, as far as, you know, the Bloods, the Crips, the modern gangs. All right, but, you know, you look at the old black and white photos of Israelites or even Edomites, you know, they had man in general had a very austere spirit, because life ain't no fucking joke, man. All right, the Lord is really finna start putting motherfuckers to death. All right, but here in this, you know, fucking bugged out world, you know, it's like the motherfucking circus in here. All right, and men have become clowns. All right, the average person is soft. The average man is soft. Okay, you know, painting their nails, that's the new trend. All right, a swag, so to speak. All right, you know, and ultimately it's all just folly, man. And it's elevated. Okay, and then the elites, the whole time the elites is getting ready to come down and shut this whole place down. All right, and, you know, really Yahweh Shema Shai is just using the elites as a sword to take peace from the earth, as it says in Revelations. Okay, so really Yahweh Shema Shai is getting ready to shut this place down, and a lot of people's going to die of famine. All right, you know, all the you know, the goodies, like this is like you know, fucking Chuck E. Cheese. All right, America's like Chuck E. Cheese of wickedness and folly. All right, and the Lord's finna shut all this shit down, and people is about to start dropping, man, succumbing to, you know, these different end of the world plagues. Okay, you know, diseases. All right, matter of fact, let me actually get Zephaniah. Okay, it tell you that the day of the Lord is near. Okay, Zephaniah chapter 2. Salakia. Bear with me real quick. Let me oh, it's Zephaniah 1, Salakia. So this is Zephaniah chapter 1 and 14. It says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasted greatly. And how do we know that the day of the Lord is near? Because all the signs, man. All right. The latest sign, was the sign in the heavens, man. Going into, the ring of fire eclipse that recently took place. Okay. And those, signs that are in the heavens. All right. Those are, those was already preset before the foundations of the earth. All right. During the rotate, the Lord is Yahweh Shema Shai is so precise that the Lord was going to send all these different, signs in the heavens. All right at this time that we're in right now for an appointed date. All right. So the Lord had the, the rotation, of the heavenly bodies. All right. On time. Okay. That's how powerful Yahweh Shema Shai is, because, this is the parting asunder of time. All right. After when Yahweh Shai comes back to make his great return, because that's what these signs are pointing towards, Yahweh Shai, all right. When that's Spirit 144, on his work truck. All right. When Yahweh Shai returns, all right, that's the grand opening. All right. Yahweh Shai, he's finna open up the kingdom of heaven upon the earth. Okay. And then after that, after this time, all right, it's going to be a whole different world. All right. For eternity. All right. No more will the heathens rule. All right. Since the beginning of creation all the way up until now. All right. Now we're at the parting asunder of time. So that's why the Lord is having all these different signs take place, because these are the greatest times. All right. The greatest turning point in history. Okay. Yahweh Shai is coming back, which Yahweh Shai, he's the one behind everything. He created everything, even the elect, which helped him, creates, everything that we see. Okay. So Yahweh Shai, he's coming back, man. All right. The first author of beauty. So, everything is lining up, precisely. So that's how we know that the great day of the Lord is near, because prophecy is lining up precisely. World War III is heating up, and at this point they're getting ready to do that draft, which that's also in prophecy. All right. Zephaniah 1:14, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. All right. And the Lord, has brothers in the truth. Not every single brother, is mighty in the flesh. A lot of brothers, have different ailments. A lot of brothers are not in the best of shape. But then you do have mighty men in the truth. All right. But for the most part, it says the mighty men shall cry there bitterly, because these people in the world, you see, a lot of these men in the world, a lot of them, it look like they don't really be having ailments. All right. A lot of them are mighty, they're above, they're 6 foot and up, muscular. All right. And, you have a lot of athletes. All right. Hey, you have a lot of people that's in different types of martial arts. Okay. And they put their trust in their own selves. They put their trust, in their own, so-called capabilities. But in the time of Jacob's trouble, all right, hey, man, hey, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to break the spirits of grown men, especially because these men are not fortified in the spirit. They're not fortified in their mind, okay? Like the men of the Lord are being fortified, okay? So really, these men, even though they, in the world, they have a strong statue, their mind and their spirit is weak. That's why it says the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. All right. The Lord is going to, that's how terrible the times are going to be. you know, to where the most mightiest man that you know, that's just out here, all right, they're going to be crying like a woman. All right. Their heart is going to fail them. They're going to be having panic attacks because the Lord is going to bring the worst terror upon each and every individual. All right. That's of the wicked. All right. That's of this world. Okay. And right now, you know, you got mighty men that's fully engulfed in folly. All right. The men of Babylon. All right. You know, you got men out here, you know, that's just, you know, just weak. All right. That's why the people are scoffing at the U.S. military. All right. Because you got, you know, women doing TikToks. Here it is, you know, in the ancient world, you know, men were like Kratos, you know, the video game God of War, you know, men were like Kratos. All right. And now you got, now that what will replace men being like Kratos is you got women out here doing TikToks in a military uniform. And then the comment section, you know, you got people saying we're doomed. Speaking of America. All right. So yeah, man, hey man, this place is through. And the only ones that are really going to be, you know, in the heaviest spirit to be able to laugh at destruction and famine are those that are giving heed unto the warnings, all right, in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, those that are attaining to Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay. Let me actually get that. All right, the Lord is raising up mighty men in the spirit. All right, because you know, hey, you know, brothers may have ailments, you know, this and that in the flesh. All right, you know, different thorns in the flesh. All right, you know, but every single brother that's part of the elect, all right, are mighty men in the spirit. Okay, and the spirit is what's going to take precedence over the elect, over the flesh. I mean, Salakia, you know. The spirit is going to take precedence over the flesh. All right. And even then, you know, hey, the Lord is going to endow certain of his men with spiritual power. Okay. And, you know, brothers are going to be healing other brothers to the point where, you know, hey, you're going to be able to heal all the ailments in your body to the point where, you know, you're going to be in good shape in the time of Jacob's trouble, you know. But yeah, more so, you know, mighty in the spirit, man, because that's what matters. The scriptures say that, you know, roughly paraphrasing the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. You know, the flesh profiteth nothing. Okay, why? Because ultimately, you know, Lord's will, we're part of the elect. When we get beamed up into a chariot, in the process of being beamed up, we're going to shed this mortal body, because ultimately this body is corrupted. All right, we're going to put on that new immortal body. All right. You know, so let me get this precept, Lord's while I begin to close it out. All right. So really, you know, I was going in on how folly is set in great dignity. All right. You know, these people are fully distracted, man. But, you know, the Lord is getting ready to bring the hardest times known to mankind. All right, tell you that in Daniel, the 12th chapter. Okay. The hardest times known to mankind is getting ready to take place soon in our life. All right. But because, you know, like in Psalms 91, it tell you that, you know, we made Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, this truth, our habitation. All right. The Lord is going to make sure that, you know, we're mentally intact while the greatest times are taking place. All right, Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength and salvation. All right, so this is Job 5:22. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. All right, so hey man, what kind of a spirit that the Lord is going to put upon his men to be able to laugh at destruction and famine? All right, you know, at the greatest point in history, you know, Amen. But the Lord said he was going to do it. All right. But as of right now, we have to stay focused, because, let me go back to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 10:6. It says, folly is set in great dignity, or silliness is elevated in a society, and the rich sit in low place. All right. And that's talking about those that are rich in faith. All right. Right now we're sitting in a low place. All right. Because we're being afflicted. All right. We're being oppressed. And it seems like, wickedness, these wicked people are having the time of their lives, which they are. It seems like they're winning, but they're not. All right. And soon enough, the Lord is going to begin to raise us out of this low place, to the point where these people are going to be losing on a grand scale, and the men of the Lord are going to be, being raised up. All right. The elect, because the elect is getting ready to inherit, a dominion underneath Yahweh Shai, which is going to be an everlasting dominion. All right. So instead of folly, paying attention to folly, which is a distraction and is wickedness, it don't mean nothing. All these different memes, all these different challenges, all right, all the gossip, the latest gossip in celebrity news, all right, or even sports, because there's nothing wrong with watching sports or listening to music. All right. But Esau, he's twisting these things, and he's trying to ensnare people, and distract people and keep them dumbed down. Okay. So there's a whole lot of information, that don't mean nothing, that's out there, that's looking to draw you in and steal your attention and take it away from Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. But this is, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. Let me get this. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So, Satan is only going to get an advantage of those that Yahweh Shema Shai doesn't want. All right. And pretty much these people are going to be so engulfed in distractions, all right, that day is going to come upon these people unaware, especially 2/3 of Israel that's not taking heed, because at this point, every single Israelite knows about every single Jake knows about the Israelites, man. At this point, so Jake is taking their time as if these things are not going to happen in our life. That day is going to come upon, our people, 2/3 of our people, unawares. Okay. But it said, because they're going to be caught up, in the folly. They're going to be caught up in Satan's devices. Okay. But the scriptures say we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us. Okay. But Satan is going to get an advantage of these people out here. Let me get another precept. This is 1 Timothy chapter 5:3. It says, 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right. So these people being immersed in whatever these people are immersed in, their world is about to come crashing down. All right. Because them being in that spirit, they're pretty much saying peace and safety the whole time. Russia's getting ready to push a button. North Korea, China. All right. Esau is finna, issued, the greatest draft in the history of America. All right. Because this is going to be the first draft where they're going to be sending women out there in the Middle East, in the Valley of Yahweh Shaphat. So this draft is going to be history. It's going to be record breaking. All right. All these things is getting ready to take place. All right. And you got the average American just sitting back, eating donuts and watching the football game or watching the basketball game, or, fully immersed in the drama, of what's going on with these celebrities. All right. And again, Esau got it like that on purpose. But when the Lord bring that wrath, these people are going to be caught, when they're the most comfortable. Okay. That's why it says when they shall say peace and safety. Okay. And ultimately, 2/3 of Israel is simple. That's why, that they're simply entertained. And that's all that they need to entertain them, to continue to live on in slavery. All right. They're I forgot what was the definition in the word for folly. All right. Dotes. Pretty much dummies. Okay. Because, 2/3 of Israel, they're the ones that's keeping the folly going. Okay. I'm gonna get this and I'll end out. All right. Proverbs chapter 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. And I quoted it earlier, Psalms 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So this is the secret place. And you got to hide yourself in the secret place, which is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It says a prudent man foreseeth the evil. All right, see, this work, hey, this place got to go. There's too much wickedness. And it's like, at this point, it's like, man, ain't no way that the Lord ain't finna do what the Lord said he about to do. All right. The Lord getting ready to bring major judgment. All right. So prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. All right. So the simple pass on and are punished. All right. And 2/3 of Israel simple. All right. They're literally like monkeys, just simple. All right. And want to just eat, shit, play. All right. And be fully engulfed in folly. All right. In nigger culture. All right. But this says the simple pass on and are punished. All right. Instead of our people coming back to the Lord, all right, and being quickened, being made alive by this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right. And becoming upright, our people want to just, be base like Esau, Edom. All right. And just simple. All right. So therefore, when the judgment come, all right, they're going to be swept away by it. Okay. So, I'll leave it off. I know I said I was going to, leave off, but I'll leave it off on this. All right, because instead of folly, you got to bring the opposite out, which is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, which is going to be, it's going to anchor our spirits and our minds in these great times. All right, let me. It's Psalms, the 2nd chapter. Psalms chapter 2. Psalm chapter 2. It says, Psalms chapter 2 and 10, it says, be wise now therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. All right. And there is a time period for us to attain wisdom. All right. And that, and you know, this truth is time sensitive. All right. And every day, you know, is another day closer to the famine of the word. All right. Where in that time, you know, the time to acquire wisdom is going to be utterly, you know, stopped by Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. So, you know, hey, we have to take the earnest heed. Speaking of myself, first and foremost. Okay. Psalms chapter 2 and 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. All right. And the Lord is getting ready to make a nation of kings and priests, starting off with the elect. All right. It says, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. And how do we be instructed? All right. You know, by the volume of the book, by the scriptures, man. All right. The book of life. This is how, you know, we enter into life. All right. It's through Yahweh Shai. All right. Because believing upon Yahweh Shai, you know, is the true understanding of the scriptures. All right. And Yahweh Shai, he said, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me. Okay. So believing in Yahweh Shai, all right, is how we have the true understanding of the scriptures. Okay. And that's how we eat of Yahweh Shema Shai. We become, you know, wise. All right. We know how to maneuver, you know, in the wicked society, you know, to stay away and abhor wickedness and what to do in sticky situations. All right. And ultimately, wisdom will preserve the elect. It will be the strength of salvation. Okay. So Lord's will, this lesson is edifying. I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Bashma Shai, Bashema Chakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom and Abba Babal.